What's up guys, Chris here from Mainely Mesh. Welcome to part one of our three-part series reviewing the Adidas heads. First head we're going to be looking at today is the Adidas EQT Enrayge head. First thing you're going to notice when you pick up one of these heads is it looks different. Basically it's got this sharp curved profile on the bottom sidewall rail. The scoop is almost pointed forwards a little bit. It's got this very bizarre kind of Reebok-esque face shape, just a weird looking head overall, which obviously is going to give it some pretty novel feels when you get down and put a ball in the stick and get going on the field. One of the first things I noticed when I put this head on a shaft, and something I really like, is Adidas has a really beefed up throat. They put this screw very low on the shaft and just have a ton of plastic on that throat, so you're really not going to get any wiggle, you're not going to get any wear and tear over time down in the base of this throat. Just something that's going to really last a while, at least in this section of the head. Unfortunately on the Enrayge, that seems to be the end of my kind of positive durability reviews. It's a little bit too flexible side to side for me. Fortunately it is also a pretty hot, humid day here at the rack, but a little bit too flexible side to side, and that's something that I do think this head would pinch a good amount over time. As far as this head feels, personally I think it has the best sidewall profile of any of these three heads, but this scoop kind of comes up a little bit higher than I would like, putting that lie a little bit closer to the center axis of the shaft than I would like. And all in all, it almost feels like it doesn't have an offset when you're cradling it with it. You can feel kind of a distinct point where the ball is in the stick, but then you also feel this scoop above that center axis of the shaft, and it kind of throws off that nice kind of centripetal motion that you usually get when you're cradling the ball. So it's a little bit funky to get used to, but I think if you kind of found the perfect pocket for you, it could be one of those niche items that really fits your need. The other negative knock I have on this head is the scoop. As you can see here, when you're going to scoop a ball, it really flexes side to side very easily, and even more so, the scoop has this weird rounded effect that kind of pops the ball up into the back of the stick rather than just transferring the ball smoothly into the mesh. This is something that I never had an instance where I was picking up a ground ball and the ball flew out, but it's just not quite as smooth of a scoop as I would like. And sometimes even you can see the front collapsing in on itself, and you actually get this drag along the whole back side of the pocket, which is something I've never experienced before. So that was probably one of my bigger knocks on the head. I think overall they just could have bulked up the triangular shape of the top and bottom side rail here and not quite used as much plastic in the throat. I think if they transferred some of that plastic into those top and bottom side rails, it would really increase the stiffness, decrease the flexibility, and increase the overall strength in the head. Overall, if I'm being perfectly honest, this is not a head I would recommend for you guys to try out. It's definitely one of Adidas' first incarnations. I think it has a lot of potential as to things that could be improved upon it to make it a really solid option in the future. But as of right now, it didn't string up too easily, and it was just kind of a little bit too funky of a head for me to get my grasp on. That's the EQT Enrayge head from Adidas, guys. Let me know if you have any comments down below or if you have any experience with this head. Always happy to hear what you guys see on the field because there's only so much testing I can do here. Click right here if you want to check out my review of the EQT Bouse head, which we're going to be doing next. Other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again to Adidas for sending these over, and I will catch you guys next time.